To hear our big news that we just found out too. Also, I did want to say for you traveling to combat overcrowding at the airport, the TSA has a new thing at the Seattle airport. They're starting this where you can schedule a time when you want to go through security. All you do is put in your flight, the time you want to join the line, and the country you want to be deported to.
Are we starting? I think we're starting.
Yeah, that was the joke.
And of course, this thing won't let me.
Oh man.
Hey, let's all laugh at Brad.
Hey, it's the virtual comedy show.
And I'm gonna make this thing work.
And the country you want to be deported to.
Let's start. Hey.
Since 2020, we've done plenty of virtual comedy shows online, and though the virus is slowing, we'll keep going because we've still got lots of hydroxychloroquine and ivermectin.
Welcome to Virtual Comedy Show. It's a Zoom meeting with jokes. So please turn on your camera, turn on your mic, unless you have barking dogs or a rabid moose in your living room, in which case, please mute yourself for Pete's sake, and let's have some fun.
It's the Virtual Comedy Show, starring Steve Goodie and Brad Tassell. Tonight, Steve and Brad welcome comedian
Danny Browning,
plus funny songs from
and
a patty melt from Patti Vasquez, and much, much more. Now, please welcome Brad Tassell.
And the crowd goes mild. Hey, so what'd you just say, Steve?
I whistled.
Oh, I thought you said Wood something, but okay.
It's either Wood or Carla.
Wood or Carla.
Wood is trying to sign in right now. I'm gonna see if I can talk him through it.
Yeah, see if you can talk
with the comedy joke.
Maybe he should have talked through it 30 minutes ago. Would have been great. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Virtual Comedy Show, where we still have no idea what we're doing. It's a little bit of funny business we do every week, whether you like it or not. But I do know you like our star and my co-conspirator, Steve Goodie. Everybody, yay! He's in front of those sexy blinds right now. I'm thinking maybe you should go with a background, maybe. And
I'll put on a name tag. We'll talk about it.
Okay. And also the real star of the show, Patti Vasquez, the fabulous Patti Vasquez, who I would love to go to Chicago and hang out with Patti sometime. I applaud. Boy, that would be so much fun. We also have a show to be envied. We have our close comedy friend and all-around funny comedian from Floyd's Knobs, Indiana, Danny Browning. It's Floyd's Knobs.
Wow.
Yeah. Okay. Plus, without a doubt, a legend. He's trying to get in. It could be Wood Newton, or it could be Carla. We don't know. It's going to be fantastic. So whatever it is, they're both very talented people. And as I just said about going through the airport, I got to the airport because I was on the Discovery Princess, which is one of the Discovery ships. Beautiful ship. I love working for Princess for many reasons. One is they have every season of The Love Boat on demand. Every season. I watched 9 episodes from the 1970s on the last cruise.
Oh,
so
dear.
For people on this show that are 18 years old, almost 50 years ago, it was on. I watched one special show with a guest child stars, Christy McNichol and Scott Baio.
Oh, God.
Who were having their first date together. It was so cute. They were both 12 years old at the time, and the episode was titled "The Future Says No." Right. So a lot of you don't know them. Okay, great. So, by the way, it's so interesting. But it's interesting to watch 2 super young kids, right? Knowing that 48 years later, one would become a lesbian shut-in with PTSD. And the other would be the reason women become lesbian shut-ins with PTSD. Literally the greatest joke I ever wrote right there. And tells you what Scott Baio turned into. All right, let's cause some PTSD in this show with some jokes. So as we know, and Patty knows, we have a new pope, and he is from Chicago. That's right. And that was, 3 days ago? So all the jokes have been taken. So here's a couple facts that you didn't hear. Couple facts. Fact number 1, Pope Leo won because 3,000 of the votes were by cardinals who died in the 8th century. So for those of you in Chicago who knows what that means. The new pontiff also has the prerequisites for Pope. He's a White Sox fan, so he knows suffering. He also has 2 older brothers, which means even as Pope, they're going to tell him, "You ain't too big to get smacked." Okay, so that's and it took a little longer. I don't know if you knew this, a little insight. It took a little longer to get the smoke to be white for the announcement because grilling the brats brought the heat down on the grill. They were eating brats. Okay, well, there you go. That was my Pope bit. Oh, hey, y'all saw this today or yesterday. The orange cash grab continues with Dump taking as a gift a jumbo jet from Qatar. Yes, they complained about $8 million Biden never took from anybody. He's taking a $400 billion. How much is it? 400 billion?
Half a billion.
Because that's what honest presidents do. They take huge gifts from other countries for business deals. So that now the Tangerine dictator said he will use the jet as Air Force One. Do you know what that means? If he's going to use that Air Force, does anyone want to think about what that means? That he's going to use that as Air Force One. That means taxpayer money will maintain it, will also rent it from him like he does at Mar-a-Lago. So he will make hundreds of millions of dollars a year in his pocket for that using that plane. And now I just got to tell you, thank God he donates that $400,000 salary, right? And that goes to the Barron Trump NYU Nazi Salute Club. So that's kind of nice that he gets that money. Okay, that was a long talk about melting. I just melted. Now here, etiquette expert. We always, nothing. What do you make as an etiquette expert? Etiquette expert Lisa Mirza says it's rude to the host to arrive fashionably late to a party. Did you know that? People like to do that. Don't do it. Which I agree with. Because if I have a party at my house, I want everyone to arrive fashionably never. So, okay. The next one, I've just realized there's no real punchline, but it's weird. The Family Dollar store is now on Uber Eats. You can get delivery on Uber Eats from the Family Dollar store. These deliveries will fill in the last missing piece of home delivery, and that's getting your order and having a driver pity you. So that's kind of very nice. Somebody in a 78 Celica is going to pity you when they bring you your food. Okay. USA Today did a study of the most profitable jobs you can get with your bachelor's degree. And the only one in college here, Chuck, and you're majoring in art?
Yep.
That was not on the list. The most popular bachelor's degrees, the top being engineering and mathematics. That's the jobs you can get with those degrees. And the worst job after having a degree for the 5th year in a row, this show.
Wow.
We all have bachelor's degrees. I have a master. Okay.
I got nothing.
You didn't finish college?
No, sir.
Wow. I didn't know that. I thought there was a
I
prerequisite.
told him, let Brad finish. I got shit to do.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I got
Oh man, you're a person on the show. You didn't take any etiquette classes either, did you?
You're dang.
Secret Service agents will be adding a new skill to their training. Who knows? What? Anybody? Nope.
Hang on. I'll get him.
It's not stopping assassination attempts or petty theft. They're going to turn their back on those still. The SS will learn to drive manual cars. They're going to learn to drive stick shifts.
That's appropriate right now.
That's right. A Secret Service spokesman said, "What are we doing? I wasn't paying attention." Okay. Because they don't pay attention. Or they're in on it. I think that could be the true thing. Disney World. Disney will open a new amusement park in Abu Dhabi. Isn't that great?
Yep.
Oh, boy.
It'll be wonderful. Donald Duck will still have no pants, but all the princesses will be in burqas. Let down your hair. What? Don't show your hair. Yeah. Cover up your eyes. Why do I get blurry? I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Oh, man. Hey, we're almost done. Can you believe it? A man. Oh, I forgot this one. I was going to skip it. A man in South Carolina is dead after sneaking into a kangaroo and wallaby enclosure.
Oh dear.
Yes, he didn't do. The family has asked for privacy at this time and promises to slap anyone who comes up and says, "Well, I'll be, mate." Okay. Maybe I should skip that one. Okay. Last one. I'm going short tonight. Last one, and then the joke of the week, everybody, which is man convoluted. Bonobos. Do you know what a bonobo is? Everyone?
8.
No.
It's an ape. It's an ape. A very aggressive ape.
Mm-hmm.
Bonobo, very sexually aggressive ape. Bonobo females create girl groups to fend off aggressive males. Yep. That's right. The girl groups have become so good at repelling the males, they are called the Real Housewives of the Congo. I think I had 2 very strong jokes this show. Sadly, I told 10. Okay. Here is the joke of the week. I wrote it, and I wrote it because of something I put on one of Carla's. I came up with a phrase, and I put it on Carla's page, and I thought, I'm going to write a joke with this. Here it is, everybody. Here, man, you're going to be like, what? What did Jesus say to his brother when he found out he'd turned his life over to the devil? Let me say that again. What did Jesus say to his brother when he found out he'd turned his life over to the devil? Anyone?
No idea.
What did he say?
He said, when I tell Dad, you're going to be in so much trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody.
Damn right he did. He said a hell of a lot more than that. Hell of a lot more than it doesn't.
A hell of a lot more than that.
Yeah, Tassell, everybody.
You went to hell and back on that one, so.
Yeah, Tassell. That was tremendous.
Oh, Wood is sorry. Wood is
All
sorry.
right, we're officially going to have Carla as our musical guest. We'll have Wood on another time.
Yes.
Sorry, Wood, you're having technical issues. And now it is time, as you know, for me to struggle.
Yes.
Wait a second. You know what's up next. You know, everybody yell out. What is up next?
I'm waiting with bated breath.
Top 10.
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Steve's juggling. He's juggling.
No, he's juggling. Please, God, no.
I know you think that's a mistake, but actually, it's relevant. Okay, let's do this. Tonight's top 10 category. I have to get set up to share the PowerPoint. So hang on. This is all going to be so very worth it. You're going to be so pleased. Everybody's going to be so happy. It's going to be the greatest thing ever. Tonight's top 10 category. If I can get this thing to work, can everybody see that? Can everybody see that?
Yeah.
Top 10 category.
It's kind of working.
From the home office at Brad's house. Top 10 ways to impress Brad with my juggling.
Oh, yeah.
I have found this very difficult. So I've been doing some studying. How can I make this more impressive to Brad? So these are the top 10 ways to impress Brad with my juggling. Number 10, play the ukulele instead.
Yes.
Number 9, do Brad's taxes instead.
I could use that.
Number 8, juggle 63 watermelons while playing the trombone.
Ooh.
Brad would be impressed by that. Number 7, get a pointed pope while juggling 63 watermelons and playing the trombone. Number 6, become head of MS-13 while being appointed pope and juggling 63 watermelons while playing.
That's right.
I think you can see where this is going. These are the top 10 ways to impress Brad. Number 5, accept a luxury jet from Qatar while becoming head of MS-13. Juggling 63 watermelons while playing the trombone.
The box is going to have to get smaller.
Top 10 ways to impress Brad with my juggling. Number 4, ban 10,000 books while accepting a luxury jet from Qatar while becoming head of MS-13 and being appointed pope and juggling 63 watermelons while playing the trombone. Number 3, kidnap hundreds of random brown people while banning 10,000 books and accepting a luxury jet from Qatar while becoming head of MS-13 and being appointed pope and juggling 63 watermelons while playing the trombone. You ready for this one?
Yeah.
Number 2. Double the price of everything while kidnapping hundreds of random brown people, while banning 10,000 books, accepting a luxury jet from Chicago, while becoming head of MS-13 and becoming appointed pope and juggling 63 watermelons while playing the trombone. And the number one way to impress Brad with my juggling, reopen Alcatraz.
I just went by Alcatraz.
I believe
I
it is.
said, man, that's gonna look good. So,
Woohoo!
but now I can't wait for the juggling. Now I'm excited. You know who I'm excited for?
Terribly sorry. Oops, hang on.
You
It's
find
time
out-
for Patty.
find
Are you
out.
getting Patty in there?
Oh, here I got her. I got her. Look, it's Patty, everybody.
Hello!
She's in front of her necklaces.
You look so fresh-faced. How do
So
you do it?
fresh-faced and pig-tailed and lipsticky. And
It's amazing. You know,
So-
I think the descent into fascism agrees with you.
No, God, no. No, it's the whiskey.
you look a little tired.
That's
You look a little-
I think alcoholism agrees with you.
It
Yeah.
does. There you go.
and how about a gummy or two? You having a gummy?
Yeah.
Well, let's see, the less you know, the better, probably,
That's
just
true.
for
That is my bones.
for testimony. We don't need this in court.
Absolutely. Let's have you go nuts. Here
Let's
we go.
go crazy.
Any second now.
Is Patty crazy?
Am I crazy?
Patty's not sure, Patty's not From lunatics winning their local races to major league wackos with orange faces to obnoxious a-holes taking handicap spaces. If she's losing her mind, that's fair. She's Patti Vasquez.
Am I crazy?
I don't know, but what are you using to moisturize?
Very expensive skincare regimen, so I'll send you copies. There's a lot of toner, there's serums, there's gentle cleanser. Anyway, at any rate,
I can't do toner since my printer exploded.
there you go. Well, just stay away from the alcohol-based ones is all I'm saying. Witch hazel is not a toner, everybody.
That's alcohol.
Or drink it, yes. Okay, I do want to say this. First of all, Brad, while there have been many wonderful expressions of humor when it comes to the new Pope from Chicago, I have to say, first of all, I know that people assume that because I am Irish and Mexican, that I am Catholic. And I have a very complicated religious background. And someday I'll write about it, but it's like a very messy filing cabinet. So you have to bear with me when it comes to my trauma that I have to unpack from my religious background, which included 10 years of being a Mormon. And that's a story for another day.
Oh my God! Yes.
And
Yeah.
I was also confirmed Lutheran because they had really good potlucks and very strong coffee, which we all
Yes.
enjoyed. At any rate, I mean, hey, the 99 Thesis. I like Martin Luther. He wanted to make sure that the separation between God and the parishioners wasn't with the priest and speaking in Latin. You understand sermons now because of Martin Luther. I'm just saying. At any rate, that's what I learned from them. And as far as the Mormons, well, if you're going to drown a girl on her baptism day, tell her to hold her nose. But at any rate, let's move on. So what I'm saying is I was not raised Catholic, although I was married in the Catholic Church. And again, a story for another day. When I told the priest I'd been baptized Mormon, he said, "Ooh, the only thing worse than being an atheist in the Catholic Church is being a Mormon." So we had to fire him and hire Steve's childhood priest, who a year after we got married, he married one of his widow parishioners. So that's not my fault, but it seems a little bit like it. At any rate, so what I'm trying to tell you is I did not grow up in the Catholic Church, so I did not care. I actually saw John Paul, that's it, right? They don't have last names. Anyway, so John Paul the third, I think the third, that was his last name, right?
That was his last name.
So I did see him when I was 6 years old because he came down Milwaukee Avenue. That's right. John Paul came right by Superdog at Milwaukee and Devon. And I'll tell you, I thought that was going to be the closest I was excited about a Pope. Holy cow, you guys. This was something that I did not know I wanted or that I needed, was a Pope from Chicago. Are you kidding me? And he speaks Spanish, which I know the last one did, but this is very exciting. And I get all the memes, with all the malorts and the deep dish pizza chains around his neck and, the banner of old style and all, here's the thing. I will say this. If he ever forgives somebody for putting ketchup on their hot dog, we may revoke his hometown status. But at any rate, and I know it's a stupid thing and people find it annoying that we're sicklers, but it is sacred, and I hold to that. And here's the thing. Also, many of you from the Chicagoland area, or maybe you're familiar with the fact that if you say you're from Chicago and then we say what neighborhood, and you say Dolton, we're like, that's a suburb. but we're going to give the Pope a pass because he's right across the street. That doesn't mean we're going to soften up for Naperville. We're looking at you. You are not from Chicago. I'm sorry.
John,
Not
just
that way.
forget about
Does
it.
not. Yeah, forget about it. And that's the thing, by the way. How much was everybody hoping he would have a little bit of a Chicago accent? Everyone's listening for it. The Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. We were looking for something. If we're going to have the Pope, I was hoping for a little bit of that, but not much. It sounds like he's been speaking Spanish for the last 20 years, which is a lot like when my mom goes to Mexico and it sounds like she's been speaking English for a long time. They have no country anymore. And that's okay. He's still ours. I'm just saying. He's one. You know how in Chicago we all got a guy, right? If you need plumbing done, I got a guy. You need to have a ticket, I got a guy. Guess what? Chicago's got a guy in the Vatican City. And how exciting is that? And by the way, considering J.D. Vance killed the last Pope, and this Pope tweeted at J.D. Vance and basically said, you don't get Catholicism. Because to me, and I kind of get the feeling that this Pope is going to be the most Chicago Pope, in that the sense that Jesus' teachings were, don't be an asshole. And I think that's going to be the legacy of this Pope. Thank you very much, everybody. We're very excited. We're very excited.
Thank you. Okay. That's great. Steve, you did it again. What the hell? You knocked me out.
I didn't do nothing. I paid $50 and picked up the garbage.
You knocked me out. I like that whole book. And wow, you were a Mormon. Boy, is that all in the book? You got all this in the book?
Oh God, yeah. So my mom converted to Mormonism when she was in Mexico City because she was divorced with 3 kids and overwhelmed. And I think that the missionaries knocked on her door and she's like, did you do ironing? Because I'm in the middle of a load of laundry. So she converted to Mormonism. My brother was a Mormon missionary. My sister went to Brigham Young. I do not think that I should have been grandfathered into this whole deal with these missionaries at the door who did the ironing. I don't think that's fair. But I was a Mormon.
You have the underwear?
10 years old. Huh?
You have the underwear?
The last time I wore the underwear was my day I got. I'm not kidding. The last day I was a Mormon was the day they baptized me, because they baptize you at the age of reason, which of 10 years old, so reasonable. So it's kind of a weird long story, but the way they baptize you, it's just you and your missionary, which sounds dirty when I say it that way, but it's just the 2 of you, and it's sort of reenacting John the Baptist in the river. So you're like in these robes, the special underwear underneath the robe. That's weird too. I didn't do that in the right order. But so he bent me over his. See, this is all bad.
Yeah, wow.
He bent me over backwards over his forearm and didn't tell me to hold my nose. So I thought he was trying to drown me, because I was like, and he did it 3 times. Like, and I thought I was gonna feel the Holy Spirit. I didn't think I was gonna meet him, and that was very scary for me. So.
Well, and Mormonism is creepy sexual anyway. Now, you never got old enough to have to sit with a man and tell him your sexual fantasies that teen girls have to do.
No, but I had heard about that, and I did not know until after I left the church about soaking, which you don't need to know about, everybody.
Oh, soaking is great.
Soaking.
No. Push that bed. Come on, soaking.
You're soaking in it. It's like a Palmolive commercial. What was that?
Talking about Mormonism can make Catholicism seem less creepy. This is amazing.
I was confirmed Lutheran.
Yes, me too. In 8th grade, I was confirmed Lutheran.
Hey, can I tell you this? Patty, you saw Pope John Paul III. I saw Pope George Ringo V. So,
2005, I was at the Vatican for a papal blessing. The Pope came out, and I got yelled at by a nun because I was talking. I'm talking to the other guy.
Talking. Keep your mouth shut.
And this nun hits me and goes, "A papi, a papi."
Yeah, this is why you're so quiet now.
Yes.
Are you doing that on purpose?
I hope so. If he did, it was very good.
Really good.
Well done.
Doing it on purpose.
What's another for you?
I don't think he is.
Do we lose him?
We can't hear you.
God's decided to be hilarious.
We can see you, but we can't hear you anymore, Brad. Wow, you're being punished by that dead nun. Not that I'm assuming she's dead. I don't know if she is. No, we can't hear you. We're not kidding you.
No sound.
Uh-oh.
I can't tell if you're screwing around, Brad.
Oh my gosh.
This is a bit.
Pretty good if you are. It's the White House. It's Qatar. Qatar is already silencing all of our devices from the.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes, from Air Force One. Let me get that in. There you go.
I changed microphones. They probably didn't sound as good though.
There you go.
What?
Oh, jeez.
I'm kidding.
I'm getting rid of Patty. That's enough of that.
Swamp Force
So
One. Is
funny.
that the new name for it?
Air Horse One, like a
Air
Trojan horse.
One. Air
Thanks,
Horse
Patty.
One.
Bye,
Yay,
everybody.
Patty.
Thank you.
All right, where is she?
Love you.
There she is. I got her.
You got her.
Everybody, pinch hitting. When
We
we
all
are in a
want her.
pinch, you can always count on someone from New
There's
Jersey.
Carla. Yay.
Jersey.
Thank you, Carla. We gave her exactly a minute and a half of notice.
Well, Lexi's
That's,
got 300
give me
songs,
plenty
so
of
she's
time
got
to
two.
overthink, though. The first
Yeah.
25
Can you turn
minutes
yourself
of
up a little bit?
You're a
quieter
tad
than-
quiet.
I'm a tad quiet. I never get that complaint. All
Yeah.
right.
I didn't until a minute ago.
No
Well,
moment.
while you figure that out, we're going to run
How's
the.
that? Is that? Do I have things
That's weird.
plugged in? Is it making any difference that I?
No.
Sometimes I forget to plug in the mic cable.
Well, you sit there, think about what you've done, and I'm going to do this. Here,
Checkity check.
Be ready. You've got a minute.
any second.
It's our musical guest, Gonna sing something funny and then Steve will play something in between. Our musical guest, It's time for our musical guest.
Hello, Brick, who we hope we can hear.
All right. Am I plugged in? Am I working? Is it any better?
It could be louder, but it's
It
not
could be
bad.
louder.
You all listen very hard.
I probably plugged in the wrong thing or something. I don't.
Or you can go into Zoom
Just
and
go
turn up your
somewhere.
Zoom.
How's that?
Sing loud.
It's fair.
Just sing loud. All right.
Belt it out.
This is called sound check. My second parody of this song, so I'm not in tune either. I've had a lot of beverages and some of them were stout. I shuffled through the liquor store and hey, what's this about? I went to buy my favorite drink, but dang it, they were out. The guy behind the counter had a newer drink to tout. Super nasty apple flavored alcoholic cider. For those who aren't especially particular imbibers, it's not quite exclusive or reserved for just insiders. Super nasty apple flavored alcoholic cider. Guzzle, 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 guzzle. Yuck. It's not the drink of choice for most aristocrats or wise men, and if you served it to them, you would sure disenfranchise them. But it'll get you tipsy, so take that under advisement. When they said super nasty, it was truth at advertisement. Super nasty apple flavored alcoholic cider. Could this drink be right for you? Don't ask your health provider. The villain on the train tracks got so drunk that he untied her. Super nasty apple flavored alcoholic cider. Guzzle, 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 guzzle. Oh my. Guzzle, 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 guzzle. Whoops. So if you're at the corner store and they don't have your drink and they try to sell you some of this stuff, please just stop and think. Its taste is gross, you'll get real drunk and then your breath will stink. Just drink a Coke or drink a Sprite or just drink some ink. Super nasty apple flavored alcoholic cider. Get married in Las Vegas with an Elvis right beside her. Or wander aimlessly into a particle collider. Super nasty apple flavored alcoholic cider. Guzzle, guzzle, guzzle. Hey, what's your name? Oh God, where am I? Super nasty apple flavored alcoholic cider. You'll be yelling yeehaw, riding shotgun with John Schneider. Or get arrested in a store just like Winona Ryder. Super nasty apple flavored alcoholic cider. Super nasty apple flavored alcoholic cider.
All right.
Yay.
Genius. Just genius.
Dukes of Hazzard.
Now I have to answer that.
Yep.
I live in Nashville, which, as you probably know, is the bachelorette party capital of the world. So you're out with the girls, working up a sweat, paddling and drinking like good bachelorettes. wooing and screaming with a penis hat on. But inside you're sad thinking, this is all wrong. Maybe you're not sure about your fiance. You're having jitters and doubts. Maybe he's not so hot, and this is how you work it out. Well, it's simple. It'll come down to 8 little words. Will he hold your hair while you hurl? Darling, will he hold your hair when you've had too much? Will he hold your hair while you yak it all up? I don't know a lot, but if you be my girl, I'll hold your hair while you hurl. Okay.
Hey.
Now another fabulous song from the extra fabulous Carla Ulrich.
Oh my God, you gave me a short version of this, and I'm really trying to scribble down some chords here.
Oh, by the way, I wasn't sure I was going to do that one. I was going to do my Particle Collider song. But then I couldn't find the lyrics.
All right, let's see if I can pull this off, because Patti inspired me to sing about this. And if it comes out really bad, then maybe inspired isn't the right verb. But and normally I have a karaoke track that I sing this to, but I can't find it. So here we go. I almost joined the Mormons, y'all. I came so close. But then they told me that I couldn't drink caffeine, and I was out.
Yeah.
If you're feeling really lonely and your social life is only scrolling Facebook and typing LOL, you should know that there's a place with actual people in your face and get to know each other really well. Join a cult. Join a cult. Your social life will catapult. Just withhold your commentary when they all tell you who to marry. Join a cult, join a cult, join a cult, join a cult. If you're constantly attending to a workload that's unending, juggling your problems small and large. If you're feeling overwhelmed, put someone else there at the helm. Just relax and let the others be in charge. Join a cult, join a cult. That's the privilege of being an adult. Just give up any other choice. And now in passive voice, a cult will have been joined as a result. I feel so disillusioned, they said, we were just like you. I said, I'm looking for spiritual meaning, and they said, we were just like you. Sometimes I feel marginalized. They said, we were just like you. I said, some people say I'm too gullible, and they said, we can help with that too. Yes, I believe you can. Wait for it.
Key change.
Join a cult, join a cult. You'll set your burdens down as a result. There's just one small concession. Give up all of your possessions and your friends, family, hobbies, and freedom. If life's decisions bore you, let them do the thinking for you in a cult. Sign me up.
You're in one right here.
Yes. Well,
This cult pays you $8.
That's right. I'd beat that with a stick. And I can drink all the caffeine I want.
That's right. Those were two of my favorite songs ever.
Aww.
Thank you, Carla. Where can we see you performing in the upcoming weeks?
Oh, you know, I'm going to be in New York City Thursday and then Scarsdale, New York Friday. Yeah.
Wow.
Book something in New York between the 18th and 22nd of June, and then we can like have dinner or something. You, me, Janet.
Well, I live in New Jersey. It's not that hard for me to get to New York. So.
Well, then come over some point.
I will.
Yeah.
And yeah, it just has to be gluten-free, vegan, and
have a salad. But and I decided I don't care about doing any sets. I'm too lazy to contact anybody. So that's why I never asked you about the people about I don't want to go through anything. So it's very sad.
Public transportation pain in the rear in New York.
Yeah, I mean, I'll use quite a bit of it, but I just don't want to do anything. So that's,
And nothing you shall do.
or meet anybody or stuff. So
And
That's
no one you
very
shall meet.
inspiring. Thank you. Hey, how
Thank
about
you.
this? Will that inspire you?
What is that? Why is that there?
Oh.
Because people yell, "Show me your that." That's what you do.
Yeah, when people yell, "Show me your,"
Ah,
I
okay.
go, "Okay."
So
Okay.
that's not telling you which way the guitar needs to go.
Yeah. You and Gary Mule Deer with all this stuff on the back of the guitar. So
That was
that's
good.
great.
Eric.
Did you see the thing I put, so much trouble on your post?
No.
Oh.
Is it on my personal page?
I think it was the one where you wear no Cubs. You said no Cubs.
Oh, Cub Busters. Yeah.
Cub Busters, and I said, thank God it wasn't the White Sox, or you would be in so much trouble. Okay.
The Pope. Yeah.
The Pope.
He's
Oh,
White Sox
Bill would
fan.
be in trouble.
Oh, I was trying to figure out sock busters if that was something dirty, but I
No.
suppose there are people doing dirty things with a sock. But
Yeah. I have one standing over here. Okay. Yay.
I've been told if
Carla, everybody.
you hang a sock from
my cousin! Stop
you
that!
hang, you hang a sock from the Pope, it means do not disturb.
Now my sock would talk like this. All right, that's enough.
Here,
Thank you, Carla.
What happened?
Thanks,
Thank you,
Carla.
Carla.
I screwed up something. Oh,
That's
damn it.
okay. Look, everybody, it's Danny Browning.
It's Danny. Well, I'll get rid of it.
What's up, everybody?
Hi,
Hey,
Danny.
hey.
How's it going?
Thank you
look
for
good.
joining.
You look like you're joining the fire department.
You do.
You know what? I did an event, a private event at a fire department to raise money for them, and they were kind enough to give me this T-shirt, and I wear it everywhere. I get discounts at restaurants. I have random women offering to buy gasoline for me. Like, it's insane.
Wow. I was going to call up the newspaper and say, comedian gets real job, but thank God that's not necessary.
No, please, no. I learned a lot from that night because, like, the way I interact with certain, like, emergency personnel, because, like, a few firefighters came up before the show and were like, "Hey, how you doing?" And I was like, "Hey, great." And then this, like, uniformed police officer came up, was like, "Hey, how you doing?" And I was like, "Whoa, I hit a skunk on my way here. I don't know."
All right. Well, we're going to play.
Hey, wait, do your act now. Wait, let's play the intro.
I got to do the intro, then 10 minutes of awesomeness, and then we'll tell
It's
you how
not
great
being funny till now.
Settle down.
It's time for our big headliner. Got some funny jokes to say. Oh, do a 10-minute set headliner. Man, I'm so glad that it's Monday.
It's first responder Danny Browning.
Yes. Check me out. What up? Not really used. I have a whole new setup tonight, you guys. So bear with me. I'm getting my bearings in this new fuzzy world behind me. So hey, and by the way, Brad, I used the Family Dollar Uber Eats thing. It was incredible. I got a Dr. Pepper, pizza rolls, and 3 prayer candles. Awesome. I got to be honest with you. I was just recently driving. I got detoured because of some flooding, and I had to drive to the most country of Midwest country I've ever been in, you guys, for miles and miles. Like, I didn't see anything but several churches, a few schools, and $12 General stores, you guys. I think it was 12. After the third one, I made a drinking game out of it. And crazy with the Dollar General, man. Like, my biggest claim to fame with the Dollar General is during the pandemic when we were, all freaking out and buying up stuff. I got the last can of Lysol wipes at the Dollar General, you guys. I was like walking out like, yeah. Yeah, it was great. Somebody actually tried hiding them under the sink in the employee bathroom. So I was lucky to get them. I also saw just not too long ago where this guy in Missouri got arrested for having 7 emotional support tigers.
Yeah.
You guys. Like when I need extra emotional support, I just go buy a weighted blanket. Like I don't have. And look, man, we all have our stuff, fine, but 7 tigers, like what kind of trauma did this man go through? Truly, like it was either 7 tigers or be a road comic. Like those were his options. Thank you. All right. What else can I tell you? I am, here's something, you guys. This is something that Brad doesn't even know. I am recently engaged.
Hey, did I not know that?
I don't know. Maybe you did. Maybe you didn't. I'm not sure. I don't know if you're still on my weekly newsletter, but no, but so yeah, I'm engaged, which is very exciting now. It's very fun. We took we've been traveling, we've been doing all kinds of stuff together now. Here's the thing, and thank God, because the last date I was on was during the pandemic. I call it the pandem to be cool. And it was during the pandemic, and it was a virtual date. It was me and the girl just like this. And it, like at some point to try to be funny, I was like, at least you didn't have to shave your legs for this. Yeah. She looked directly at me and was like, I wouldn't have shaved my legs anyway because you wouldn't have been touching my legs. Like, this is how bad it was going. I couldn't wait to get home, and I was already there. Like, look out, you guys. Sorry. Hey, you guys, I want to introduce you to Luna. Oh, you just looked directly into her eyes, and now you will be in my control forever. All right, get out of here. No, she pops in, pops out. Let's see, what else so anyway, yeah, here's the whole thing, though, with, like, the traveling. Like, now we have, like, I went from having one teenage daughter to now, like, having a teenage daughter and a preteen daughter.
Ooh.
Okay.
Ooh.
And yes, and then the fiance situation. So like it's me with 3 females, and we drove 12 hours in the car together. So just to keep them entertained, I played like astronaut Katy Perry and Taylor Swift and all of this great like women's theme songs, which was great. 12 hours they were entertained, but by the time we arrived, I started my period. So that was a long way to get to that, but we got there. So silly though, man. Like, here's what I learned, like men like to travel for time and women like to be comfortable during that time. And this is how it broke down, like before we left, we were all hands in. We would do whatever it took to get to the beach as soon as possible. Boom. 3 hours later, I had 3 women refusing to pee in a Gatorade bottle.
Bam.
And I showed them how. Like, it's all about the needs. I don't know. We did it, though. We went to the happiest place on earth. We waited in long lines. We spent way too much money on food. We got our picture with the mask. Not Disney. We went to Buc-ee's.
I
It
knew
was
it. I
incredible.
knew it.
Awful though, because I'm bragging to anybody who travels for business is in the car a lot can tell you that truck stops are all basically the same, right? But then Buc-ee's, wow, if you've never been to a Buc-ee's, it's like a Walmart and a flea market had a baby, and that baby has a lot of gas, right? And so we're like, but she wants a sweatshirt from the truck stop. It's like a $30 sweatshirt with a beaver on the front. And she's like, I'm like, I had to be the dad. I had to be like, kiddo, no. I'm a comedian. I am not spending $30 on a sweatshirt. That's ridiculous. Anyway, she got the gray one and it looks great on her. And but I'll tell you this, the craziest thing I saw at Buc-ee's was or I didn't see it, I overheard it. We were over here, I hear this man say to his son, Johnny, get over there and I'll take your picture with the beaver. And then the very next thing I hear is, Johnny, over there, not your mother. I was kind of interested in seeing what Johnny's mom looked like, but I didn't have a chance. I was transferring money out of my life savings to get a sweatshirt. So let's see, what else can I tell you before I wrap things up here? I saw Steve's phone leave. Never mind. That you guys don't need to know about that. How can I end this amazingness? I did realize this very recently. I am a very petty person. By applause, any petty people out there? Okay. Oh, there you go. One honest person. That's awesome. Like, here's how petty I am, which I really got to work on this. Like, all of my ex-girlfriends, I still have their phone numbers, and I use them to steal their fuel points at gas stations.
Oh my God. That's funny.
Some of you are laughing. Some of you are like, Kathy's going to get it tonight. Yeah.
Great idea.
Screw you, Kathy. And that's it for me. Thank you, everybody.
Yay.
I'm going back into the fuzzy world.
Good job, Danny.
Great job.
Thank you.
Now, can you hear me? Hopefully. So,
Yeah.
You can hear me. So that was great. Although I'm wondering if saying you showed your daughters and how to pee into a bottle. It's only a touch creepy, just a touch creepy.
Hey, we're a close family.
You're Mormon. You might as well be Mormon. That's kind of a Mormon.
Yeah. At least we're not, at least we're not going into a little room and confessing our sins to a stranger.
Your sexual. The Mormons.
Whoa, what?
The Mormons, teen girls have to talk to a man like once a year and tell him their sexual fantasies.
Really?
That's
weird. They're confusing the Mormon church with
wow
letters.
That sounds like a good gig to pick up during the summer months.
Yeah.
Talk
to teen girls about their sexual.
Hey, Danny, I'm seriously considering starting a band called The Fiancé Situation.
The Fiancé Situation.
Yeah.
That sounds like a good band.
Can you play tambourine?
Dude, I play tambourines like nobody's ever played tambourines. And I can play Silent Night on the harmonica.
Wow.
Boom.
We'll work that in somehow.
Alvin and the Chipmunks was my inspiration.
You look a little like Dave. You could be Dave.
Oh,
Dave! So where are you working?
Theodore,
where are you working? Where are you going? Where are you working?
Let's see. This weekend, I'm actually doing a semi-private event in Lexington, Kentucky, at a lovely place called Spindletop Hall. Ooh. So you guys probably won't catch me there, but please follow me online. Of course, Danny Browning, but also Laughing Dad Entertainment. I just got over 1,000 followers on my Facebook page. What? And to celebrate, I'm doing this whole thing without pants on. So
that's great. That's great.
And you were my hero before.
Peeing in a Gatorade bottle. So
that's right.
Are you still doing
no hands?
Are you still doing your gigs? Evansville's still going and stuff like that?
Oh yeah, man. Well,
fantastic.
If you ever want to get off the boat, let me know.
I have a Saturday next July. We'll talk. But
great.
Yeah.
I have a basement in Newburgh, Indiana with your name on it.
Yes. The hardest basement on the planet Earth.
Chopped liver? I thought I had the basement.
Yes, I'm in the basement. All right. Well, thank you, Danny. That was fantastic.
All right. Thank you, guys.
I don't know. Here you are. I got him. I'm getting rid of him. He's out of there. All right. What are you doing?
Thank you.
It's time for this, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see if I can make this work.
Uh-oh.
With any kind of smoothness and professionality.
I feel juggling coming.
This actually happens.
How about another dumb song from Steve for no reason?
As many of you probably know, I just released a new CD.
Yeah.
Ooh. Can we get a picture of the new CD? I think we can. This is what it looks like if you go to my website. Can you guys see that? Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
.com.
Black thing covering the top.
As somebody you've heard of.
There it is.
That's right.
Wow.
And now I'd like to do a little number from this new album.
Oh, I can't hear you.
Yes, thank you, Kevin. There you go. I've been traveling quite a bit.
Wait, somebody said they can't hear you.
Really?
Oh, now it's better.
Well, maybe you gotta listen. Anyway, I do a lot of driving, but I also do some flying. I'm back in Omaha today at the home of my friends Marsha and Brad, and I was here as late as last Thursday. And in between, I flew back to Nashville, did some Nashville stuff, did the Bluebird for the first time in 7 weeks, which was awesome. So it's some flying. So let's do a little flying song from the new album. Well, we're clear to land, runway in sight. Oh, hello, Army helicopter on our right. I'm sure it's fine, nothing to see here. Or we're coming from Minneapolis, Toronto bound. The freaking plane is upside down. Still they tell us there is not one thing to fear. Hey, we'll give you 1 billion miles for free. How about a Diet Coke complimentary? No, your luggage still costs $100. There's nothing we can do about that. Ridiculous. Now we're screaming, land this damn plane. Who fired the freaking FAA? Oh, right. I guess I'll drive to Australia. You're now free to walk or take a bus. That's it. Come on back, Brad.
Yay!
Very much. So you should all rush. Don't walk. Rush right over to Steve Goodie up top. SteveGoodie.com, and I can't say for some reason.
That's right. And they can hear it on any music platform now.
They can, but it's better if you give me money.
That's true.
Sounds better. You feel better. All right. Let's see if I can get this to happen.
Do it.
I don't know if this is going to work out. It is time to beg for money.
Brad begs for money. Hey, we need your money. We don't charge a cover or a 2-drink minimum, so what did you expect, Jack?
You know, this is a good time to go to virtualcomedyshow.com, click donate to the comedians. And one thing we're going to do with the money this week is I think we're going to get Patti some sunscreen because, man, I think she is. Patti, are you burned every week? You're just your face is so.
She looks fabulous. What are you talking about?
She looks. Oh no, she looks beautiful. She looks fabulous. But I'm a little worried about the.
We go for about 2-mile walk every day with Declan, so I get a lot of sunshine.
I know you get a lot of sunshine. That's a beautiful walk, and that's fantastic. But you need a little. And I think the gummies and the whiskey is making you not remember
also,
to put on sunscreen. So,
Gummies and whiskey is my next big country hit, by the way.
That's right. Gummies and whiskey. Whiskeys and gummy. I think that would be a good hit. That's actually a good. I get 10% of the publishing now.
Absolutely.
So go to virtualcomedyshow.com and donate to the comedians, and Steve can buy his friends some curtains to put in front of the sign. That'd be fantastic. And also Danny can get a bigger bottle to pee in. It'll be fantastic. And yeah, Buc-ee's. Wow, Buc-ee's is boy, that Buc-ee's thing was hilarious. I saw it coming a mile away, but it was hilarious. So go to virtualcomedyshow.com, click donate to the comedians, and I'll get a new microphone for my camera that now is broken. All right, enough. Let's get out of here and I'll get more internet because I've literally got about 12 minutes left of internet. So
let's do the worst joke of the week if I can make this work.
I like this joke. Janet did not.
I think this will work.
Worst joke. Worst joke. Worst joke. Worst joke. Ooh, that was the worst joke ever.
All right, here you go. I hope you get the Janet did hardly follow this one. The U.S. has stopped all cattle importing from Mexico because of a flesh-eating maggot that they're worried about getting into the country. The USDA spokesman said, "We've been told Stephen Miller doesn't want any competition."
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Hey, that was a virtual comedy show. We learned a lot of stuff we didn't need to know, like into the toilet America goes. That's what you get when you